Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Game On. This is the first Friday of 2026. The Feel Good Friday. It's a football Friday. And we're here. We're live. This is the most professional, on-time, non-clickbait sports show of 2026. How about that? We're here to bring you the latest and greatest going on in the sports world. Did I mention this is a sports morning espresso shot? Booyah. Grab your coffee, sit back, relax. We're talking about those games yesterday, and we're going to get into the weekend of football and everything else. Crick, how you doing this morning?
I'm all right, sir. I'm all right. It could have been a better day yesterday. We'll get into it. We talk about the games. Took a little bad beat in the Ole Miss game yesterday.
Sportsbooks made a lot of money yesterday.
Yeah, man, I made some. I was on Oregon. I was on the under in Alabama game. Had to sweat it at the end. Didn't think we were going to have to, but had to sweat it down the stretch there. But then Ole Miss wound up letting me down at the end of the first half last night. I had that one backwards. Had the script backwards in that one.
Yeah, it worked, Crick. It worked. I went against my better judgment, and I faded Trent.
Always a good play.
He went 0-3.
As is tradition.
You're not, dude. All mortal mega whale max plays.
God almighty, 0-3.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to suck that bad.
It sure is. It sure is, but he's a professional at it.
I'll tell you what, with all the bad beats and stuff yesterday, though, you might have had the roughest beat of them all.
Yeah.
You want to tell us about it a little bit?
I didn't get to see any football yesterday, except for it was a good and bad. I missed most of all the football yesterday, but the little football that I did get to watch was about the last quarter and a half of that Ole Miss Georgia game, which turned out to be the best.
That was the best football all day, buddy.
Yep. So at least I got that.
Mm-hmm. You didn't miss much beyond that.
No. I'm still waiting for Texas Tech to score.
Still waiting. You'll be waiting for a while.
That defense, though, is nasty. I mean, it was a boring game from what I hear and what I kept checking up on updates, but Oregon's defense showed up too.
Absolutely, man. Anytime you shut anybody out in a college football game, that's a big deal, especially in a game like that of that magnitude. That defense, don't tell that defense a little bit better people was giving credit for all year long, man. I'm excited about that Ducks-Indiana rematch, man.
Yeah, I think last time when I watched the first time they played, they went into Eugene and beat them. I think they were a little shocked about how well Indiana's.
I think so too, man.
Face. It kind of threw them off, and now I think they're going to be way more prepared for it.
I'm telling you, man, I'm liking those Ducks right now, bro. They look pretty good.
And I think Indiana might actually be a good football team.
That's a good football team, sir.
Not because they beat Bama.
Not because they beat Bama, but because of the way they came out, showed up, didn't have any rust on them at all. After they'd already won their Super Bowl, everybody been patting them on the back for 2 damn weeks, telling them how good they was. You fully expect a team like that to come out and lay an egg. Kirk Cignetti said, no, sir. We'll be ready to go. They were ready to go.
They were ready to go, but they are the only teams out of 2 years to win and have a bye. They're the only bye team to win, so that's why I think they might actually be good.
Hell, Georgia's had 2 shots at it.
Yeah, they suck.
Can't have nothing nice, bro. SEC title. Congratulations.
Yeah. You know who was the big winner yesterday?
Sports books?
Besides them.
Well, it wasn't me.
It was the college football playoff bracket. Because look who we have. This is why you play the game. This is why you let 12 teams in.
This is why you play the game, sir.
Because no one had Miami versus Ohio State or versus Ole Miss in the semis.
Nobody. I ain't seen none of them. If you did, there ain't no way. That's what I told SD last night after the game was over and I showed the bracket. I was like, if you would have showed me that bracket before this thing started, I would have said, top half of your bracket looks real good. Bottom half of your bracket, I think you're smoking crack. It's exactly what I would have said. Mm-hmm. But no, sir. That's why you play the games.
We might not have an SEC team in the championship.
I would bet that we won't.
Well, the betting
I
market
mean, right now, that's why, once again, why they play the games.
betting market says we won't.
I mean, that's what I was thinking. I was like, looking at the way Miami's played right now, but I also didn't expect Ole Miss to have the stay power last night either. So that's gonna be a good game.
I think Ole Miss is in trouble if that defense shows up for Miami, but
If that defense shows up, they might all be in trouble.
hard for that Miami defense to keep showing up.
We'll see, man. We'll see. I mean, it's
and everyone's gonna have to apologize to Carson Beck.
Everyone,
If
every
you
last
game, I
person.
don't care how like his stats aren't that impressive. The dude just wins. You know.
Hey, and Georgia, he did his part of the deal to get the little rematch, the X matchup. You know, he did his part. You couldn't hold up your end of the deal, and all those Georgia fans have talked all that shit about him all year long. God, you wouldn't be able to wipe that shit-eating grin off my face if I was Carson Beck.
Yeah, and how about who's it? The Cargill or whatever their name, twins. Bet you look pretty stupid now for breaking up with him. Huh.
Yeah, get you some.
Huh. He's got a new lady, and you're jelly. And that lady's called the national title. All right. Whatever the trophy's called. What's the trophy called in college football? Just college football playoff championship.
College football playoff championship. Yeah, national championship. Yeah.
That's his girlfriend now.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's pretty.
She's very pretty. Very pretty. Oh shit! That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna start the show of us here. Hold on. I can't. I forgot.
Good morning, chat. We see y'all down there, man. We'll get to y'all.
We're gonna say good morning to you right now. Let's say good morning to the chat. Good morning, Grass Guy. Good morning, Coco. B-Max in the house. Buku's here. Coco says I did good, really good on the early cash out.
Let's go.
Blues in the house and Ninjas here. How we doing, everyone? Mark's here on the YouTube side of things. Yeah, I missed all the games yesterday because, as I told you, I went to go change brakes yesterday. Went to my father-in-law's house. He's got way better tools than I do. And then my wife's uncle showed up, and he has all the gadget. He's changed about 1,500 brakes or whatever. So front brakes went really smooth. It was easy. And it took us like a little over 2 hours just because he was showing me all the little tips and tricks. So I was in there doing it all myself. But like, so am I doing it?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. And he, like, you know, where to put little extra, like grease here, put this there, all that stuff, or what is it called? It was a anti-lock, whatever stuff, whatever the fuck the thing's called. I don't know.
Yeah.
There was a lot of rust because this car's been on like the west side of the state. It's damn near whole life, so it's a lot of moisture over there. So there was a lot of. That was the hardest thing. Changing them isn't hard. It's like getting those fucking bolts off in those certain spots because you're at that awkward trying to get leverage and it's all rusted in there because they haven't been changed in forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got the front brakes done. It was great. I would take her for a spin. Everything's good. Only one problem. Still hearing that grinding, and that was my worst fear. I was like, shit, it's the back brakes. Because when we were taking the front brakes off, it was like, okay. Yeah, these are bad. It was the inside pad that was bad on both sides. One side was way worse than the other. So I was like, shit. But I was like, this isn't as bad as I thought, though. So yeah, the back brakes had metal on metal on it. That's where I was hearing it. I was like, that's that noise. So
got them all the way done and then had to do the back ones too.
Yeah, I was really not looking forward to that. So I ran over to O'Reilly's, grabbed all the parts, said, okay, got back. My wife's uncle, he was like, do you guys need me to stick around or, you think you got this? I've never done back brakes. My father-in-law hasn't either, which that was news to me. And I was like, no, it's New Year's Eve, man. I appreciate you just even helping, like, thanks. So he goes, and he's like, it's real simple. It's actually like fewer steps. There's just like, when you take the rotors off, you got to take a screw off first before you try to pull the rotors off. So make sure you do that. I was like, okay, sounds simple.
Okay.
Well, this vehicle, Crick, is one of those luxury vehicles, and so they've got all these stupid extra little doodads. It's not exactly like the front.
Not as easy as you made it sound.
No, dude, it went fucking terrible. It was I was getting so frustrated because I'm like, this is not anything like the front. I mean, it is, but it isn't. And then like, so after you take the caliper off, because I wasn't changing the calipers, just changing rotors and brake pads. Calipers were fine, but like I've never seen a caliper where usually you get you put one of the old brake packs down, and you get like a C clamp or something, and you compress it back in and then fit it back on there, right?
Yeah.
Well, the back brakes are apparently you can't C clamp it down. You have to twist this thing, and there's a special little tool. Guess what? We didn't have special little tool to twist that son of a bitch back in. So I'm watching videos. Huh?
Is that what the ninja's talking about down there?
Yep. You have to turn for the e-brake. Yes. I didn't know that.
I wouldn't either, dude.
I didn't know that. This is the first time I'm watching videos. We don't have this little tool.
Nobody said that in the video?
No, they did say it in the video. That's how I found out that you needed to turn them.
Okay.
So I'm using a wrench trying to twist this thing, and it was fucking. My brother-in-law was coming over. He's like, "Oh yeah," he's a lineman. And he's like, "Oh yeah, we just got to twist these things," and we fucking it was frustrating because you're just doing it in awkward positions, right? And so you're trying to get like grips on things while I'm trying to hold this while he's trying to turn that. It was a big old pain in the ass, but we get it done.
Got it done, baby.
Yeah, except for get this. We did something wrong.
What?
Yeah, because I go pump the brakes, not getting any pressure.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding me? After spending all day doing this shit, we did something wrong, putting this shit back together. And like the car will stop, but you have to push the pedal all the way down to the floor, which is not normal. And I was so frustrated with it. I go, I'm leaving this son of a bitch here. We're gonna deal with this tomorrow.
Yeah, dude. I would have been.
I was so pissed.
I would have drove that thing off the nearest bluff.
Oh my God. So long story short, shout out to Uncle Brent. He's gonna come back and just fix it for us.
Uncle
like
Brent.
I'm an idiot.
Appreciate you, Uncle Brent. Good looking out, bro.
My brother-in-law was texting me last night. He goes, "Oh, I think we like didn't line up the pistons right or something like that." I'm like, I don't fucking care, dude. I'm so mad right now.
Dude, I would have been beside myself.
Oh yeah, the back brakes are easy, man. They're just like the front. They're easy. You're good.
Easy.
I was laughing. I just kept there sitting there laughing at that.
They're
I was so mad last night that my wife went and got me beer and brought my beer, and she never does that.
Dude, I bet she just knew. She just
My mother-in-law, we're done. Everyone's going in for dinner. Like she made this nice dinner and whatnot. My father-in-law was like, "You coming in?" I go, "No, I'm sitting right here in this cold ass garage. I'm gonna drink this beer, probably 2 of them, and just relax for a second."
Yeah,
I hear my mother-in-law inside. Ask him if he wants this. Is he's hungry? Does he want to play? My wife is just like, he'll come in when he's ready.
He'll be in when he's
She's
ready.
like, I got him beer. He'll come in when he's ready. I was pissed, but then I was just laughing because I was like, oh my God. I was tired. My fucking arms hurt like hell. And I'm like,
Wesley's saying
this was a shit show.
That is a shit show, dude. Wesley Pipes. Good morning, Wesley. He's saying you have air in the line. You might need to bleed the lines. I don't know what the fuck that means, but it sounds like it could be the problem.
Grass guy, I do know what I'm doing. All right. I do know what I'm doing.
Do now, man. Do now. Better.
It wasn't the parts. I mean, because no, and I shouldn't have to bleed the line because we didn't take the calipers off or change the calipers. So I just hung those bitches. I don't know how I would have got air in them. But if that's all it is bleed the lines, then sweet. I mean, it'll be a pain in the ass, but at least I don't fucking know, Greg.
I'm pulling for you, man. I am rooting for you.
Shout out to Uncle Brent.
Shout out to Uncle Brent. Hey, speaking of shout outs, man, I dropped the ball yesterday. Yesterday was my nephew, my brother's son's 3rd birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So happy birthday to Salem. But I called him last night to wish him a happy birthday. Me and SD did. And he's funny, man. He talks really good for like a 3-year-old. Like talking on the phone, he's like, "Hello," and hadn't got it figured out yet that like his birthday is just for him. So you'll be like, "Happy birthday, bro," and he'll just look back. He's like, "Happy birthday." So he just yell that at you across from. He ain't figured out that it's just for him right now. He thinks it's like Merry Christmas or Happy Thanksgiving or something. So every time you tell him Happy birthday, he's just like, "Happy birthday." He's cool, man. Shout out to Salem.
He's like Frosty the Snowman.
He is like Frosty the Snowman. That's exactly what I thought about when he was saying it on the phone. Happy birthday. But yeah, he ain't got that part figured out yet.
If you change the brakes, you need to just go ahead and change I did. I changed the rotors and the pads. I didn't change the calipers because they were fine. I think. I don't know. Learned a lot yesterday. A lot of frustration.
We're proud of you, man.
I just kept laughing that I thought that that it was going to go as easy as the front.
I'm glad you could laugh through all that.
I could have changed the front brakes 3 times as long as it took me to do the back brakes.
Well, I'm telling you, you handled it better than I would have. 1 beer, maybe 2, wouldn't have been enough after that.
I said, I go. All right. Next time I need to change these back brakes, I'm going to take it to Uncle Brent's house and pay him to do it.
Absolutely. I'm going to pay somebody, Uncle Brent. Just bring Uncle Brent a 6-pack.
I can do the front. I know I can do the front. These back, I ain't fucking around with it anymore.
Especially if Uncle Brent's saying, "Oh, it's easy. It's just like the front. You'll be good to go."
Well, he also has every little doodad tool thing that you need, you know? Like he rolled up his truck, and in the bed of his truck was everything you could possibly imagine.
That's the way my dad is, dude.
I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Came to play.
I think I got one of those. Hold on, like dig over there. Pull the toolbox up and under 3 other hammers over here. Yep, here it is. Got it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a specific hammer he wanted. I grabbed the wrong one at first. He goes, no, the other one. It's like, all right.
Yep.
That was my day.
Man, like I said, that's a bad beat in itself.
And said, honestly, you might need a new I was thinking I might need a new caliper on the back. It was hard to turn in, but what we did was, and maybe this is where we fucked up. I don't know. We ended up turning it to release because it was too much pressure to get down. So we turned it all the way to release the pressure and then pushed it back and then turned it back down, which worked. Now, maybe that's not what we were supposed to do. I don't fucking know, but I'm going to find out today.
Gonna learn today.
I need to get new calipers, then fine. That's what I'll go do. I mean, just tell me. I just want to figure out what the fuck I need to do and then do it.
Just have it done. Just be done with it. This is already taking longer than it should have.
Mm-hmm.
And well, we're pulling for you, sir. Proud of you for keeping it together yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Especially having to do that in front of like your father-in-law and stuff too.
Yeah,
that's cool. SD's dad's like me. He understands. Like something ain't going his way, he'll get a little fired up too. So
sounds like there might be air in the line because that's what was okay. Well, fuck it.
Coco said you beat the brakes off of it. I would have. There would have been no brakes left on that damn thing by the time I got done with it.
Oh, wouldn't have. Oh, well.
That's right, Blue. Well, sports.
I don't think anyone will watch Page anymore. Right, chat? You guys don't want to watch that anymore. Some guy I like the new show. Andrew's here. He says Navy -7 best bet. I'm out. He just comes in, drops the best bet, and leaves. What up, man?
Let's go.
Will's Garage. Yeah. Oh, that would be a fun stream.
Good morning to y'all over on the YouTubes. And the kicks and the twitches and the.
It reminds me, days like yesterday remind me of why the hell I went into pharmacy school.
Oh yeah, yeah, stuff like that will sit there. I mean, I'm telling you, all those old heads when we were kids, like stay in school and all that stuff.
Yeah,
they had to change their own back brakes too. They knew what was up.
I like doing that kind of stuff though. I'm not saying that I'm confident doing front brakes and whatnot, but still,
I like doing that stuff about as much as I like getting a root canal.
I like learning how to do shit like that and whatnot. It was just when like no one knew what to do. That's what pisses me off. I'm like, well, what
Work,
college
dude.
is
I
this?
don't mind working out in the yard. I don't mind doing all that stuff like steps supposed to pay somebody to mow his yard and all that stuff. Like I don't mind doing all that stuff. Mechanic work, I despise. For one, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Two, everybody I ever see doing that shit's all dirty as hell, pissed off, knuckles bleeding, cussing. They got a cigarette hanging out of their mouth that's like half burnt because they can't even get their hands to ash it in time. So it looks miserable to me. Looks a little bit like hell.
It was, but I got all 10 fingers today.
That's good. All the phalanges. We love that.
That's man's work, says Wesley Pipes. That's right. It is man work. My freaking biceps and upper body got a good work.
That is some man's work. I have no problem doing some man's work. That portion of man's work I do not enjoy at all. That shit pisses me off. I got big hands too, dude. So I can't be getting down in all those little places and stuff, my knuckles are beating all over everything, trying to get these little bolts undone and stuff, dude. I'm telling you, I ain't equipped for that.
Hates turning wrenches, says Coco. He hates turning wrenches. Like I said, I don't mind it. It's just like when we get to a point, no one knows what to do, and then we're guessing, and I'm like, no, let's not guess. Let's make sure we're doing the right thing.
Yeah, we don't want to guess on that thing. That's where stuff like that. I'm like, man, if I really screw this up, it could go bad.
That's a good question. Is the thumb a finger? Well, I've got both thumbs still.
I tell you what, it's in the fucking way if I'm trying to get one of those little spots. So yeah, it matters.
Now he's stuck with my motocross kid. Oh boy, I can only imagine.
Golly, those are tough to get up in too.
Hopelessly says I'm with cricket. I do it, but I complain the whole time.
Absolutely.
Oh, and I'm not saying that like I'm excited to go out and do it. You know,
right? But if you got to do it, might as well have a good attitude and try to learn something. I just have a problem keeping that together sometimes.
Ninja said, I've saved my family probably 100K over the years working on their cars and houses. You the man.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Maybe you're right then. Maybe there is air in line. I don't know how I would have got air in that line, though.
I don't know, man. We can send
but it was definitely when we did the back rigs because I had to drive that car to O'Reilly's, and that thing was working just fine. Other than the grinding that was going on in the back brake.
Yeah. Well,
anyways,
shout out to Uncle Brent. You need an Uncle Brent light, like a bat light, man. You just throw it up when you need something worked on.
Yeah. I'm supposed to clip this and show you.
Okay.
Steps had himself a day yesterday. He gave out a parlay on the show yesterday, and it won.
Let's go, baby. Yeah, he was doing well yesterday, man. We got to see him. He came up to Buku's for a little while. We hung out over there and watched the Oregon-Texas Tech game. We watched the first half of the Alabama-Indiana game. And I was heading on back home, and then he was getting out of there pretty quick. I think he watched the late game from the house last night. It ain't that far at all for him to get up here, dude. He acts like he's got to go over the river and through the woods on a wagon trail and all this shit. It don't take him no fucking time to get here, man. He ought to be here watching football every weekend.
Yeah, I would be if I was just that far.
I promise you, if you were as close as Steps was, I promise you would be here every weekend watching football with us at Buku's.
Yeah, I absolutely would.
It's a skip and a hop.
Probably have a gang of kids with me, but yeah, I would.
That's all right. We got kids over there.
Oh, good.
We got something for everybody, man. It's a party.
Sure is. Yeah. Congratulations, Steps. Had himself a good day. Let's talk about these games that I didn't see.
Let's talk about them. We really don't have a lot to say about the first two. One team sucked, the other one didn't.
Where are we at?
Where are we at?
There we go. Jesus, I was trying to find the right. I don't know why they don't put don't leave all the damn bowl game. Like we don't care about the bowl games. You know what I mean? Like maybe if you had bowl games yesterday or a couple days ago, cool. Don't give me the bowl games from 2 weeks ago. I don't need this shit. No one cares about these bowls. No one watched these bowls. Get them out of here.
I don't care who won between Prairie View A&M and South Carolina
Yeah,
Tech.
I want to see the scores from yesterday.
Yeah, that's fair. Scroll to the bottom. There you are.
So Oregon. Now, score's a little misleading because I'm pretty sure there was a pick six or like a touchdown in the last minute, right?
Oh, yeah, they scored a touchdown in the last minute, but they dominated this whole damn game. Hell, Texas Tech barely got across midfield. The one chance they really had to score, they ran 3 terrible plays in a row. 2 of them lost yardage. The other one, they tried to throw up a little fade in the back corner of the end zone, and it never had a damn prayer. Oregon was sitting there.
One where it was 6-0, and that guy ran like a 50-something yard rush, right, and got him like on the 35-yard line or something.
Who you talking about?
For Tech, like when Tech actually crossed midfield.
Yeah,
I didn't see it, but I was like checking my phone because I was checking on the score because I not only did I fade Trent, I took Oregon minus 7.5.
Well, it was 6-0, and then you had the turnover. I can't remember if it was a pick. No, it was like a sack fumble, weird thing. He like went around and grabbed him. And the ball's like rolling down his back, and he grabbed it off of him and like ran it down. The very next play, they punch it in to make it 13-0. Well, then Texas winds up driving back down. I can't remember second, third quarter. It all kind of runs together. But then Texas driving all the way back down and gets where they're on probably like the 11-yard line. It made it. No, I think it was in goal to go. So it's probably like the 9-yard line. But the next 2 plays, they like lose a yard, then lose 2 yards. And then they try to throw a pass in the back corner of the end zone and he throws it right to the Oregon defender, dude. Like his receiver never, ever had a chance. And he obviously just takes a knee, touchback. And they go down and just kind of methodically grind the game out after that, pick up a couple more field goals, then get the late touchdown there that didn't even matter. But that was just really like they still had timeouts left, and you got to run the football. We can't kneel it out. So they were just playing football, and Texas Tech wasn't all the way down the stretch. But Oregon dominated this game, dude.
Yeah, and this is what Tech gets for playing a Big 12 schedule, not really testing themselves outside of it. Like, yeah, we knew your defense was good, and Tech's defense was good yesterday. Hell, I mean, they held Oregon to 6 points in the first half. That's impressive because that Oregon offense is good.
Yeah.
Granted, Oregon went for it on 4th down a couple times, and
dude, I didn't know either one of these teams had a punter for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Going for it or running fakes and different things, man.
Yeah. Coco wants to talk about the keep away game final play from last night.
We'll talk about all that shit in a minute.
I had never seen that happen either. Also, when they know that, I get that they have to by the rules, but like when you know the game's over, why are we reviewing it?
Whatever, that game wasn't over with them screwing up like that. They could have totally wound up doing some crazy Cal Stanford shit on that last play, and if they do, they win the damn game. I thought some crazy shit was about to happen. I really did. And that was Ole Miss's fault. Know the fucking rules. All you got to do is touch
maybe I missed something because I turned it off at the 1 second mark.
Oh yeah, you did. You did miss something. It was like it wound up being they review that last play that like it wound up turning into a
safety. They called a safety, right?
Yeah, we'll talk about it now. We're already here because we'll go back to Indiana and Alabama. Ain't much to say. But anyway, they call that a safety. Okay, they realize there's 1 second on the clock. They've already got the damn stage for the trophy out there. All the teams rush the field. Well, they got to get all that back off. Okay, get them all back off. So now it's going to be a free kick from Georgia. Well, they're obviously going to try an onside kick. There's 1 second left. All Ole Miss has to do is literally let that ball go 10 yards and smack it, and then the second will run off. It don't matter if they recovered or not. Well, Ole Miss lets them kick the ball, and it just goes rolling. It finally rolls 10 yards. Well, if you have a recovery that's an immediate recovery on onside kick and nobody touches them or nobody touches the ball before that, then the clock does not run. So everybody thinks that like that guy jumping on that ball with 1 second left, the clock's supposed to run, that second's gone. No, if you'd have touched the ball, then it would have ran and it'd be over. So that dude just falls down, and Georgia has the ball now with 1 second left. They have to pull the stage back off the damn field, get everybody else off the field, and they had a chance to run that last play, and I thought some crazy, insane shit was about to happen because they played keep away for probably a good 45 seconds that they're running around. Now, granted, it wouldn't have counted anyway because you got some dipshit making a blindside block right in the middle of the play. You could see it on the field. And so even if they would have got it, it would have been called back. But it was a nuts.
So they recovered the onside kick is what you're telling me.
Ole Miss didn't even try because Ole Miss thought if they just let the ball roll, like once he touched it, they thought it would be over. But if you have a recovery where nobody on the opposing team touched the ball or the player and that dude just falls on the ball, then the clock doesn't run. So that second didn't run off. So they still had a ball and a chance to go for it.
So you literally should just run up if you're Ole Miss and
touch the
even
ball.
Even if it's not 10 yards, Crick, just grab the
I think
ball
the
and
way they were
throw
saying
it
it,
sideways or something.
I think the way they were saying it, you had to let it roll 10 yards, but just stand there at 10 yards, and as soon as it gets to you, smack it.
Yeah,
Just smack
because
it.
even if they recover it, the game's going to be over.
Yeah, all you got to do is literally, it's over right there. All you got to do is touch the ball. And I'm like, that's where you got to coach them up a little bit and know the rules. I mean,
Okay,
granted,
so
that's a kind of hidden, obscure rule that a lot of people.
Yeah.
Matt Austin earned his money last night, the old rules analyst on that thing. He was having to give us a couple different weird spots, but he was like, the reason we have to do this is because we had a game one time where there was a second left and we put the second back on the clock and we had something happen that had never, ever happened in the history of football. So we have to play the game by the rules. And I was like, I like that. Play the game by the rules. But we need both sides to know the fucking rules.
Wow. Well, I'm glad I missed it because I would have been pissed waiting those extra 5 minutes for the same outcome that when I turned it off. But
it seriously took like 6 or 7 minutes of real time to play 1 second of football.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about the fact that when that guy pitched it back, it was a safety because it bounced into the pylon. I have never seen like a
that was a weird rule too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that was a weird sequence of events there, buddy.
Okay. This is my first time seeing that final play, so I'm going to commentate what I'm watching. Okay. Here we go. Georgia's about to snap the ball.
Some guy from Maine, probably not even a six.
Got it. He's going. He's looking.
You're not showing us.
Huh?
You got to show us.
No, I'm not going to show you it because I can't show the last play.
Oh. Okay.
So I said I'm going to commentate.
Commentate.
Okay. All right. Stockton's back. Oh, pitches it. He takes it all the way across the field. He pitches it. He takes it. Now they're going back the other way across the field. Oh, they've moved 5 yards so far. Oh, my God. He still has it. There's 10 flags down.
Because that one guy killed that dude on that blindside block.
Georgia guy?
Yeah. Straight smoke, dude.
So even if they would have scored a touchdown, it would have been
no good. Bring it back. Try again. From 15 yards farther back.
Well, the game would have been over.
Yeah, that would have been over offensive penalty. Yeah, would have ended. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So all that hocus pocus was done.
They went back and forth across the field 3 times and moved a total of like 8 yards. Like
for the first couple passes, I thought some crazy shit was about to happen. I saw the blindside block. Well, it's over anyway. It don't matter now. But really, when I see them passing around the way it was, I was like, this is going to be crazy.
I'd be mad if I was the Ole Miss coach making them have to like.
Dude, he already had the like Coco said. Coco said he already had the Gatorade bath on him. After they recovered the onside kick, everybody thought the game was they'd already dumped the Gatorade on him and had to pull him back off. You see the Ole Miss coaches, they're pissed off, yelling at the white hat.
You know, they had a good day, but also, you know, like you said, know the rules and don't get you guys prepared to do the right thing.
Yeah, I mean, just saying. We're in a college football playoff quarterfinal here. Maybe read a book.
Some guy from Maine says, Crick, how many beers away does Step live from you?
Probably not even a 6-pack, dude. 3, maybe 4.
Well, I mean, if you're pounding, if he's an hour away, I mean, that'd be 3 beers. 2 if you got a tall boys and you're just kind of sipping on it. Depends on, is this like a Friday after work first few beers? Because those
it totally depends on what time of day he's driving up. Because he's got to come up like 75 up from Atlanta, and the traffic could be shitty up there. So if it's like Friday afternoon, it might take the full 6-pack. But on Saturday, like when he's coming yesterday at like Saturday morning, about 11 o'clock, shit, he can be here in an hour, if that. Alabama got thumped.
They did. I'm laughing at the Lane Kiffin memes.
He just counting money. Dude, we seen 2 plays yesterday, both from the SEC coaches with Kalen DeBoer and Kirby Smart. Really, really questionable calls going for it on 4th down when your team is only down a field goal.
Yeah, I feel like I will say Kirby Smart's been doing that all season though. He has been doing it all season, and I mean, hell, he probably had a lot of confidence after they ran that fake punt that they completed. That got him a field goal.
I just think there comes. I mean, he's on his own 39-yard line right there. You're only down a field goal. There's still like 8 or 9 minutes left in the game. Your defense. I mean, I understand Trinidad Chandler's starting to figure some things out there, but you've rode your defense all year long. You're a defensive minded guy. I always have been. I'm sorry, but I want to play to my strengths right there. I'm gonna punt it back. I got all 3 timeouts. I mean, let's play a little
There's an
football
argument
right
to
here.
be made, though, that he realized his defense is gas. That's why they keep getting burned because they were burning him in that fourth quarter.
They were, but I'm just right there. I mean, I feel like you turn the and Kalen DeBoer did the same thing in that game against Indiana, where roughly around the same area of the field, similar situation, goes for it. You turn the ball over, and the very next play they punch it back in, and well, I don't know if it's the very next play, the very next drive. I mean, the ensuing next couple plays, they go punch it in. Now, I mean, that's a big swing right there, dude.
You know how much better my day got when I got home last night and after we got the kids to bed? By the way, the whole family came over because my wife was like, "Oh, I'll just bring the kids. We'll hang out with my wife or with my mom and whatnot." And
Yeah.
they always end up skipping naps and doing that stuff, which was,
Man,
you know,
big day.
big day. I still would way rather have been out in the garage than inside the deal and listen to all those kids scream.
Done 2 sets of back breaks.
As pissed off as I was. It's like, yeah, that still sounds terrible in there. So we get the kids back. Shout out to my wife. She's the real MVP. I'm exhausted, dirty. Get the kids to bed. And she's like, and I'm like, oh shit, I got to set up the show. So I set up the show. She's like, you know what? Well, you take a shower. I'm gonna go get you some food. She was like offering me to make something. I'm like, I don't feel like fucking cooking anything right now. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna go get you something. I'm like, okay. Oh, mind you, by the way, we had to drive in a snowstorm on the way home too. I had to add that. As this is going on, I'm watching the snow
With
come
no
down here
brakes.
too. So then I'm like, oh, I got this car. I'm like, I'm definitely
Golly, dude.
snow.
This
So
gets out of hand in a hurry.
I drove the van back with everyone in it in a snowstorm. So that was great. First time ever, all 4 of my kids passed out in the car.
Wow. That's the first time that's ever happened?
One might, but none of my kids, no matter how exhausted they are, ever fall asleep. Ace was like, "Mom, I'm gonna close my eyes and take a rest." She's like, "Good call. Good call."
Good call, bro. Yeah.
Cal says, Cal's like hitting him and pushing on him. He's like, "Hey, Ace, hey, Ace." And Ace is like, "Cal, leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep." And then my wife's yelling at him, like, "Cal, leave him alone." And Cal's like, "Yeah, but you know what? I'm not going to sleep. I'm gonna look out the window." Guess who was passed out the hardest asleep? He's like this.
That kid is freaking awesome. He makes me smile, dude. His attitude. I'm not going to sleep. I'll look out the window.
Crick, he was so dead asleep that we unloaded all the other kids. I unloaded the stuff in the back of the van, not being quiet, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Got
That
everyone
one,
inside.
the one that refuses to go down, bro, is for sure the one that's going to sleep the
I
hardest.
unbuckle, and then I go in and I unbuckle him, and he doesn't wake up till I physically pick him up. And like, hey, bud.
I was looking out the window.
I'm like, this fucking kid.
That's awesome. Hey, Wesley's got a break statement down there.
Well, when you remove the cap on the brake fluid reservoir, it lets air in the line. When you put the cap back on, it traps air in the lines. That's why the pedal has no pressure. Oh. Well, that was the problem, though. We didn't remove the cap. My brother-in-law eventually did remove the cap. Maybe that's what it was. We didn't remove the cap when we were first done. And then he did. Huh. Either way, that sounds like it's an easy fix then. At least not sounds like, we just got to bleed the lines.
Good morning, Miss Shelby. Happy New Year to you.
But anyways, so my wife, so I get the show set up. I go take a shower. I get back. I get out of the shower. I turn on the game. I look. Ole Miss is down. Was it 21-12 or something like that?
Hell yeah, man. I had sorry. I ain't even got to bitch about this yet. Ugh. Dude, I had Ole Miss plus 3.5 in the first half, 2-unit play, minus 105. Then I had Ole Miss money line first half, plus 185. That damn thing kept driving. I think it got all the way down to like plus 154. We had that for a unit. We're cruising right along. We felt good about it. Even when Georgia scored to go up 14-12, I was like, that's all right. We got to drive here. We got a good kicker on this team, man. This guy made a 50C. He broke the Sugar Bowl record twice last night.
Yeah.
55 and a 56. So I felt good about us being able to get the field goal. 15-14 halftime lead for Ole Miss. We went all the damn bets, bro. and they're driving. And it's like 2nd and 5 or something. They hand a little outside zone to this running back, and he goes, and that damn ball, he fumbled it, and it bounced right up to the Georgia defender with nothing but air and opportunity between him and the end zone. And this is exactly how I felt.
I shouldn't be held accountable for a grown man's athleticism.
You know, and that sucks when you damn have just first half bets on it, because I was like, I don't even know that I want to mess with this. I don't really know what's going to happen in this game. It might go under. It might go over. It might be Georgia. It might be Ole Miss. I was like, Ole Miss can be in this game in the first half. They freaking were, dude. I hate having one so dialed in, and then some stupid shit like that happens with 2 minutes to go in the freaking half. Are you kidding me? God almighty. That's why we can't have nice things, man. I should have been changing the brakes.
You don't want to be changing brakes. Good morning. Is that Rach? How do we say that, Craig?
Man, we should call you Rach. Good morning, Rach.
Rach. Good morning.
Good to
How
see
about
you.
the Hoosiers? That's right. That's right.
Them damn Hoosiers. That's a
Power
football.
suck. That's when the pedal travels down before it starts to work, and then explains why you got press so hard on the pedal after it travels down. I don't know. Uncle Brent's going to figure it the fuck out today. That's all.
Megatron, Uncle Brent to the rescue. Megatron, good morning, sir. He said,
Good morning, mighty Megatron. Anyway, so I get out of the shower, I turn on the game, and I say, fuck it. And I remembered that Trent had Georgia. And so I thought about
bet him live?
I bet when they were down 21-12 or whatever it was.
That was at the half. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because they screwed up at the end of the half, too. They also mismanaged the clock there. They should have got a field goal at the end of that damn thing.
Yeah. And the guy didn't run out of bounds.
Yeah, they screwed that up. I thought that was going to cost them.
They were at 20 cents on Calcia. I put $60 on them. I said, fuck it. Then my wife gets home. She's got a big old Chipotle burrito for me. And I'm like, oh, you are so hot right now. I was eating that Chipotle burrito.
You're
like,
so hot right
I'm going to
now.
hate this later, but it tastes so good right now.
Yeah. Come in that burrito, you sexy motherfucker.
So then I go, after I sit down on the couch, like in a food coma, and then I'm just watching Ole Miss come back and take the lead, and I go, holy shit. And then next thing you know, Ole Miss is up 10. And I'm like, let's cash out. Cash out at 88 cents, and I didn't have to sweat the end of that game.
Dude, did you know? I don't know if I'm getting this stat right, but I swear I heard them say that Georgia had won 75 games straight when leading going into the fourth quarter. Going back to 2018.
Sounds about right.
God, dude, that's insane.
Well, how about how many crazy like double-digit comebacks in the fourth quarter they've had this year alone?
But just but not just Georgia. Like when I guess they were leading going in the fourth quarter. When they have a lead going in the fourth quarter, they have won 75 straight games going back to 2018. Do you know how hard that is to do, dude? For 7 years, you don't blow a fourth quarter lead? That's insane. That ain't even counting the crazy comebacks and shit.
Oh, Blue got it right. It's Rachel without the L. So Rach.
Rachel.
Morning, Rach. But yeah, I didn't even have to sweat the end of that weird game when Georgia started coming back. I thought when I cashed out here to put a little bit on Georgia, but I said, you know what? I don't want. I'm good. We're good. We won. We won this one. Let's get the hell out of here.
You're the winner, man. That's over 4 times your money.
That paid for my new brakes. The back brakes I had to get.
If you'd have bet that before yesterday, you could have paid somebody else to do.
That right there is going to Uncle Brent.
That's Uncle Brent. There you go, Uncle Brent. Get you some, buddy. I tell you what, Uncle Brent sounds like a model citizen, buddy.
Oh God, yeah. That Ole Miss, that game was wild, but God, I hope they win the national title.
I just want to see really good football. I hope
I don't think they will, but it'd be so funny. And that's what the memes were today. Oh, you know, Lane Kiffin leaves Ole Miss to have a better chance at winning a national title.
And they win the national title. It's fantastic. God, it's fantastic. It couldn't happen to a nicer fucking guy.
The sad thing,
he don't even care, man, because he's racking up a bonus for every win they get. It's just more
I
money.
know, that's what I'm saying. That's the sad thing is he would still take credit because he'd be like, I built that team, blah blah blah, and guess what? I get paid as if I won a national title, so it don't matter.
And also, most of them players, as soon as they're done with this run, they're coming to Baton Rouge.
Yeah. God, did you see old Mrs. offensive coordinator who's at LSU, but he's coaching through here. He was into it, man. He was really into it there at the end of the game.
Love that. Love that. I love seeing a guy finish a commitment, passionate about it, putting the time in. Because, like I said, that's what we've talked about. The people that are really getting screwed in all this, all the kids. Because every one of these teams, at any point in this season, they've all worked just as hard as the other one. They've all been putting the 5 a.m. workouts in. They've all done the things they got to do in the classroom to stay eligible. They've all done all the things the right way and worked hard to get there. And then you got this schedule so screwed up by the NCAA with the transfer portal and stuff when it is, having this damn bracket run out for as long as it does. There's no reason we should have to run this thing 3 weeks into January at this point. But you see all these coaches leaving. If you bump that portal back some, shorten the season up some, you'll be able to avoid all this shit because all these other coaches that are going to these new schools to become head coach and stuff, they wouldn't have to be gung-ho on trying to work on their transfer portal guys and getting all that stuff figured out. They wouldn't have to do all that if you bumped it back a little bit, and you wouldn't have as much of these problems here. But it was good to see a coach that is going to be going somewhere else, actually still coach for the team that he's been coaching for all year long, that he made a commitment to, and actually get out there and coach and do it and actually have some, give a shit about it. That was good to see.
Ole Miss hasn't hired anyone yet, have they?
They ought to keep old boy.
Or maybe that's who they. I think they
did.
Think say that they're going to keep him, or is he just
a full-time coach? I think they did.
Okay. Yeah,
because he was saying he wasn't necessarily interested in the head coaching job, but he heard some of the names they were mentioning to bring in for the head coach, and he was like, "Well, I don't really want to coach for that guy. I'll just be the head coach." And I mean, you could totally have worse people out there doing it for what this guy's been able to do. I mean, the Tulane game, I expect you to do that, yada, yada, yada. But that win last night, that's a big win, man, especially when you went down like you did and they didn't crumble. He didn't Kalen DeBoer it. As soon as they went down, he didn't let his butthole pucker up, and he didn't get all sad and look over their stank face all night long. He didn't do all that. Clapped his hand, rallied his guys. They came back and won the damn game.
I was shocked yesterday. Not that Indiana beat Alabama, but that everyone, including Steps, who said Alabama can't run the ball. You can't run the ball, so this is it just only favors Indiana. And I'm like, that feels like too fucking easy because everyone is saying that. Literally, that's all I haven't heard one person make an argument of why Alabama's going to win the game. So I'm like, this feels fishy. Well, sure as shit, it went the way everyone said. Alabama can't run the ball. That's what shocked me. Is it usually never goes that way when every talking head, every person you hear from says, "Oh, Alabama can run the ball."
Kurt Signetti is one of my favorite people on the planet, dude.
Dude, if he ends up winning a national title, I don't know. Down the road, they're going to have to make a new trophy for this guy for what he's done.
And I don't know. Obviously, got a great chance of doing it. You're going to be the favorites now to win it this year. Don't know if it happens this year. Kurt Signetti's going to have a couple natties on his resume by the time it's all said and done.
This is going to be like the Bear Bryant Award. There's going to be some sort of award for what the hell's it, because it's not like they went out and bought a team. You know what I mean? Not like.
And it says a lot to me how your team reacts when they're up 4 or 5 touchdowns. Okay, I can tell a lot by looking over there on the sidelines and looking around. You look at a lot of those Nick Saban teams that won national titles. They'd be up 4 or 5 touchdowns. They're over there all business as usual. You don't see a bunch of dudes over there dicking off, laughing, looking up in the stands. You don't see all that shit. You see the same damn thing from these Indiana teams. That team was up 38-3, and they're still over there laser focused, dude. When they stopped them on that 4th down, Kurt Signetti never, ever changed his expression. He just like he expected it the whole time, dude. I love that guy. That's a hell of a football coach.
Everybody be careful, buddy. Good morning. I love you, but be careful.
Do we
Ohio State didn't do so well. Alabama has more playoff wins this season than Ohio State does.
I don't think we have anybody in the chat or on these panels or anything otherwise that is a Miami, an Ole Miss, an Oregon, or an Indiana fan first and foremost. I don't believe we have any of those. So everybody, in here before everybody starts talking shit. Everybody be careful. All our teams suck.
I'm going to be rooting like crazy for Oregon to win the title.
Man, I wouldn't
It
mind.
was R.I.P. Grandpa.
Oh, yeah, bro. Win it for Grandpa.
I know. I thought they were going to win it last year for Grandpa. They were the ones.
That's right. We were just a year removed. It was too quick to align it in the stars. All happened pretty quick. Now it's lining up, dude.
Yeah, because he died 2 days before they played that game. Thank God, because that game would have killed him.
Right. Oh God.
Oh my God.
That's true, dude. That's true. But you're right. It's in the stars now, dude. That's the script.
Yep.
Go Ducks.
They played really well yesterday.
That defense is way better than everybody gives credit for. I mean, everybody wants to talk about that damn Indiana game. I mean, I think like you said, I think the last time Oregon was like, we're still Oregon. They're still Indiana. They got to come to our house. You're not going to come in here and smack us in the mouth. And clearly, that Indiana team, they're not going to get looked over this time.
No, I don't think they are. It's going to be on a neutral, which I think is going to be actually.
What are the lines?
That's a good question.
Oregon is meh. Well, that Texas Tech team everybody's loved so much yesterday just got skull fucked by them yesterday, Megatron.
And that Texas Tech team is good. At least on the defensive side of the ball, they are good.
One of the best teams money can buy.
And I thought it was very impressive how physical Oregon played. Because everyone thinks of Oregon as like the Oregons of the past of like, you're the high-powered offense, don't play much defense. This team, offense isn't as high-powered as it has been. It can, but it's not as high-powered as it's been. But this defense is legit.
Everybody forgets Dan Lanning's a defensive guy. That's what he likes to do, man.
You were wrong, Crick. Hazy Ignimus is wrong. I've been a duck man.
Oh, my bad, Hazy. My bad, Hazy. Okay. My bad. I hadn't seen anybody saying that. I hadn't seen anybody beat the chest. I love it. I love it. Support your team, man.
Hazy, you and I are gonna be rooting on the Ducks.
I'm rooting with you, man. I like the Ducks. I got me an Oregon hoodie in there, man. I like the uniform revolution that they started many, many moons ago. I'm all about that. But that's like our guy Buku the other night for the Buckeyes. We were all heavy on the Buckeyes. We've been beating that drum for weeks now. And so he goes over to our friend Mr. Strauss the other night to his house. And Mr. Strauss, an old school Miami fan from back in the day. And they're watching the game, and every time Miami did something good, Mr. Strauss just started to get excited, and he'd be like, man, I feel bad for even cheering. I know you guys all got money on Ohio State. I was like, tell him, fuck all that, man. That's his team. Beat your chest. Laugh right in our face. If we were too stupid to not bet on your team, laugh in our face and enjoy it, man. Take your moment.
Absolutely. What was I going to say? Oh, that Indiana Oregon line is -4.5. That seems right. I think the team I least want to see win it. I don't know, man. It's been so long, but like, there's nothing more annoying than Miami fan, right?
I don't know, dude.
I don't know. I'm conflicted on it. Like, do I want to root for them? They've been through all this misery, and they're finally they could now win a title. But at the same time, like, do I really want to listen to Miami fan?
Probably the only way we won't have intolerable fans after whoever wins this is probably if Indiana gets it.
No, I don't like. Well, I won't like that because I hate seeing the number one team win it.
I would be okay with this one because I had no realm where this team was going to be any good this year. I thought they had their little lightning in a bottle season last year. It was going to be a flash in the pan, and I thought for sure they were going to regress so far back, and I could not have been more wrong.
How many times are we going to hear that the national title game is actually between Oregon and Indiana?
Oh yeah, dude. 100. And then Miami's going to just smack the next two people. Miami's going to allow like 2 touchdowns combined in the next 2 games or something.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they got those damn Minotaurs on the ends over there. Mesidor and Bane, whatever, running out there with legs hanging off their shoulders, eating children and small farm animals for breakfast. Those guys are scary.
I would love to see those guys go up against Mendoza and rattle him and see how Mendoza responds.
Did you know that his brother was on that team too? His brother came in and played yesterday too as a backup quarterback.
On Indiana?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they had a backup quarterback.
Right. It's his brother. They're just growing him in tubes.
Must be. Miami is a 3-point favorite over Ole Miss. When do we get those games? We get those games next
January 8th and 9th.
8th
So-
and 9th. That's weird that they don't play them on the same day.
Miami and Ole Miss is next Thursday at 7:30, and that will be in, I think that's in Tempe, Arizona, Fiesta Bowl, I think. And then the Peach Bowl will be in Atlanta on Friday, January 9th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern between Oregon and Indiana.
Yeah,
I like that they had it, and now granted, obviously it didn't work out, but I like that they set it up where the winner of Georgia Ole Miss had to go to Arizona and not the Georgia Dome or Mercedes-Benz Dome or Atlanta, whatever. Because I was like, they do that for Georgia all the time, where they get to play their damn most meaningful game of the season in the fucking Mercedes-Benz Dome, and it might as well be a home game.
Oh yeah, I felt so dumb. We were watching it in that game, and you know how they're rolling out the trophy and stage and stuff. In the Ole Miss Georgia game, my wife was like, "What did they win?" I go, "Oh, this is a college football playoff game. They're going to the semis and whatnot. So they won a playoff game. They didn't win like the title or anything like that." She goes, "Why are they getting a trophy?" I go, "Oh well, because technically this is the Sugar Bowl. I mean, they make
That's why you shouldn't do these games. You shouldn't combine these games like this, dude. You would have less players opting out if you had like some of those other teams, like put BYU and Georgia Tech in the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you might even could have convinced Notre Dame if they were going to play in one of these big time bowls like this and getting the revenue and stuff like that, and you actually have a trophy to play for that's not like the Pop-Tart Bowl trophy. If you'd have done that, you probably could have convinced some of those teams to play and not have all those players opt out. Dude, I don't know why they combine these games.
Let's
Stupid.
talk about the big game on Monday. FCS Championship, Montana State,
Dude,
Illinois
I told you,
State.
Illinois State, team of destiny, bro. Been
Yeah.
a team of destiny for weeks now. Been saying it since they beat North
Now they're
Dakota.
going to go up against the Big Cats.
They already knocked off the Big Cats, buddy. They beat them 29-28 up there in Fargo or wherever the hell they play.
Yeah, but Montana State's the second best team in the country. So
And that's behind Illinois State after next Monday.
we're going to find out. It should be a good one.
Illinois, I'm
That
pulling
right
Illinois
down
State.
there in Nashville.
That Montana State team is really, really good. They're really, really good. What are they? Does say minus 10 over there?
Beat the snot out of the Grizz, and the Grizz.
Dude, and
were
that was a
pretty good
close
team.
game the first time they played. It was like a 3-point game first time they played because I was dumb enough. I was sitting here and I took the bait, man. I took Montana at like plus 5.5. I was like, man, it's only a 3-point game last time. We got hope here. And they were actually in it a little bit early on, but then they got just boat raced down the stretch, bro. Maybe Montana State shot their wad. Isn't that Little Sis's alma mater?
Yep, Little Sis's alma mater. I love that the FCS does like all the games are at their home fields until the championship.
Dude, I kind of like that too, man.
It kind of reminds me of high school football. You know, you get until you get
like what you play for, right?
The semis and the championship are usually at like some sort of big stadium, and at least that's how it was in our state.
Dude, and that would matter. You talk about all these teams that are losing that get a bye and stuff like that. You got a bye and you had that home game. Be a lot different. It's a lot harder to go win in somebody's stadium.
Yeah, I like that. I think they do it right. Yeah, man. We got some bowl games today.
Gold jacket, green jacket. Who gives a shit?
Wait, you're not excited for Rice and Texas State? Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl?
Yep, I am now. Just the way you brought it in, I'm ready to go.
Do you have a play in any of these games today?
Man, I ain't made a play in none of these other games. I ain't doing it. I ain't starting now. There ain't many of them left at this point, so I'm gonna quit. I have not bet any of these other games besides the playoff games to this point. I mean, a couple little parlays if I'm bored, maybe a $5 parlay, but I ain't put any individual bets on any of these games, dude. And I ain't starting.
Yeah, me neither. I got nothing today. Who was it? What was the best bet? From Andrew came in and said Navy -7 best bet. Maybe I'll tell that. I don't know.
Something must have happened, dude. I think that must mean that because that line was like 1.5 and now it's out to 7.5. That must mean that old Sorsby, the quarterback, is already in the portal. The portal opens today, by the way.
Oh, there's like 3,500 players in the portal.
There's always going to be, dude. That number ain't going to do nothing but go up.
That's crazy.
It's open today through January 16th. So I guess 2 Fridays from now.
Huh. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, talk with the chat about whatever the hell you want to talk about. I'll be back in a minute.
All right, man. Megatron says it's crazy that both the running backs for Indiana are from lesser schools. Roman is from Maryland and Black from James Madison. Yeah, man, you'll see a lot more of that. You're going to see a lot of guys. There's always been guys that were at smaller schools that maybe didn't get those opportunities at big schools to shine in the spotlight and stuff. And now that you have guys with that opportunity to be able to go and kind of make a name for yourself at small, because a lot of guys don't get recruited. Like, not everybody's a 4-star and a 5-star and has letters from every school. Well, you look at Fernando Mendoza, dude. They talked about it on the game yesterday. His mom took him to like 17 different camps. He didn't hardly have any offers at all. She drove him to 17 different camps, and that's what you got to do as a high school player recruit. You go to these camps at these schools so they can, because they're not always going to come to see you. So you got to go to their campus sometimes and go to their camp that they're hosting and go out there and show out at that. And then you wind up getting a chance to, get an offer from them or maybe a preferred walk on or whatever. And then what you do with your opportunity is up to you. All you can ever ask for is an opportunity. So it is cool to see a lot of these guys that may not have had those Division I opportunities before, the Power 4 offers before, and they go to a smaller school, or I guess like you call them a lesser school there, maybe not some of the well-known brands. And you see them go to those schools and kind of make a name for themselves, and they go on. They wind up. I mean, you've seen a plethora of guys this year. You're seeing on that Indiana team. You've seen it on every team, man. So I mean, look at Trinidad Chambliss. He was at, what was it? I can't even remember the name of that damn school. He was at like a Division III school or something last year. And so they talk about it early in the season when that guy came to Ole Miss. A lot of the players on his own team didn't even know who he was. So it's cool to see that, man. I do like that part of it. I do believe that it should be set to where the transfer portal, if you transfer, you should be locked in for 2 years. You shouldn't be able to do this shit where you're going and grabbing a bag every year. You go to this stop this year, this stop next year. If you transfer and go to a school, or if you commit to a school out of high school, you should have to stay to at that school for 2 years. Maybe not so much out of high school, because there are instances where kids get promised certain things and to come to a school, and they get there and it doesn't necessarily work out the way they thought it was going to, or it wasn't. They don't get what they were promised, yada yada yada. Or the only other way I think you should be allowed to transfer before the 2 years is up is if the head coach leaves. Like you see a situation like Lane Kiffin, because a lot of times these kids will go to a school for a head coach, and then if that head coach goes elsewhere, that kid ought to be able to transfer either with that coach or to another school for an opportunity, because they wouldn't have came to that school if it weren't for that guy. Let's see. Cincinnati running back is in the portal. Megatron says Black looked like he did look like a beast last night, dude. He got an anytime touchdown. Yeah, Steps had an anytime touchdown. I think Surratt in that thing, he got his anytime TD. I need to look and see if, I guess Gunnar Stockton had to get over his 224.5 pass yards, I think. And let's see. I don't know what you're saying there, Blue. But yeah, I agree, Megatron. It should be open after the Natty. I think they should bump that thing back some. I also think the national championship game, we could work this out to where we don't have to play that damn thing 3 weeks into January. Like, the national championship game set for January 19th. And there's really no reason. I think we could do away with the conference championships. They don't really mean shit. They don't. I mean, hell, you look at the teams. I guess Indiana's the only conference champion left in this thing. Miami didn't even play in the championship game. Ole Miss didn't play in the championship game. Oregon didn't play in the championship game. So, I mean, I think the conference championships have totally lost their luster. And I think we could do away with those damn things. Expand this thing out to 16 teams. Don't have any buys. Let everybody play a first-round game. And then we could run this thing out and play just like we do the rest of the season. We don't have to have 10 or 11 days in between these games. All year long, you have 7 days in between every game. Why the hell can't we do that now? It was the only bye week team to win, too. They're the only one to win the last 2 years, Megatron. The teams that receive a bye, now granted, last year they screwed the bracket up, and 2 of the teams that got buys shouldn't have had buys. But the teams that get a bye in the college football playoff 12-team era are now 1-7. The only team to win one of those games is Indiana,
which is pretty impressive.
I'm telling you, that's a football team, dude. They impressed me yesterday. I really expected them to start out kind of slow, and thought they would kind of, that's why I wanted to see how they responded, because I totally felt like they won their national championship against Ohio State. Then you had Fernando Mendoza win the Heisman. It just felt like everybody had been patting them on the back, and you thought that they might come out. I mean, they're still college kids, but Kurt Cignetti, I mean, if they are adapting the mentality of their head coach, I mean, you see why they came out and played like they did yesterday, because that guy on 4th down stops or touchdown, whatever, that dude's expression never changed for 4 hours.
Did you see this yesterday? I think this is McAfee, but this is awesome. So you got over the Rose Bowl, you got a B-2 bomber flies over, right?
Stealth, yeah.
Sure. I know much about those as I know about breaks, apparently. Anyways, flies over, right? Everyone's like, oh my gosh. Listen, they say this on national television, by the way. I think it's McAfee. You ready?
Yeah.
I got chills right now.
Halftime flyover?
I just got a red, white, and boner. I think I got a little freedom, the erection happening as well.
A red, white, and boner.
Red, white, boner.
Yeah, and the reason they had to do a halftime flyover, guy, you come on, read a book if you're going to be on national TV. They had to do the halftime flyover because the weather down there was messing up. They couldn't do it before the game.
Freedom erection.
Red, white, and boner. You know, it's cool. That's always cool to see that thing fly over. But the flyover really loses its luster if you do it after halftime and one team's down 17-0.
I mean, if I'm there, it's still freaking cool. And also, that's
cool.
the most exciting thing I'm seeing right now.
It's cool, yeah. You're right. Probably way cooler for Alabama fans. That's the coolest thing they got to see yesterday.
Yeah, we lost, but hey, at least we got to see the B2 bomber, you know?
Hell yeah. God, you have no idea. That's what I'm saying. I'm sitting here and as a Tennessee fan, everybody knows about the SEC bias and all that stuff. I like to see the SEC do well, but I'm not really one of those people. It makes me way happier to watch Alabama and Georgia fans just sit up there so sad in the stands. That is my favorite thing to watch. I could inject that into my veins and watch it daily. That's probably how I should start my day every day. Just clips of those idiots up there pouting.
Yeah.
Couldn't happen to nicer folks.
Yeah. Hey, weren't we talking to someone in the chat about the Jazz Clippers game and I said go under? Then they asked us yesterday, it moved down 4 points to like 232, and I said still go under because it's in LA. That some bitch went under. Kawhi with 45.
Dude, that's hell. He scored 55 the other night. His career high.
Show up. Decided to show up.
He paid with a landscaping contract and shit.
Can we finally talk about something fun?
Let's go. I've been waiting on it. Go ahead. Get your
whole week.
Get your figs.
And talked about any freaking contest, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Go ahead, man. It's your moment. Go ahead.
Oh, we get real football tomorrow. Real meaningful football.
God almighty. I hate this.
Pretty much playoff football tomorrow. I mean, the loser of this game more than likely is not going to be in the playoff
the loser is eliminated.
The
loser's out.
If Carolina loses and Atlanta beats the Saints, then they're the champs.
Oh, I thought Atlanta got in if they damn.
No, Atlanta can't get in, but they can screw it for the Bucks.
God, the fucking Falcons. God, I hate the Falcons.
And they would cash my over 7.5 ticket.
I hate the Falcons so bad. Oh my God. Bet the Buccaneers. Parlay the Buccaneers with the Falcons because that's totally what's happening this weekend.
Let you do that anymore.
That's totally what's going to happen this weekend. We're going to win the game tomorrow, and we're going to get screwed out of it because the stupid-ass Falcons are going to beat the Saints. Because, for one, I got Tyler Shuck in there for fantasy football championships, too. So that guy's probably going to for sure have the worst game of his fucking career.
Hey, but I think the Saints got a good shot at winning it.
I'm cool with the flyover. Yeah, that was cool. That guy was like, we're doing a halftime flyover? It's like, yeah, bro. They just told you that they couldn't do it at the beginning of the game because of the weather.
Even if they're out,
I wouldn't think that you would have to ground the stealth bomber for rain showers.
You probably don't want to risk anything, you know?
I mean, yeah, I don't want to risk it, but I'm just thinking, I feel like that thing should be able to fly through a hurricane.
Sure, it can, but you still don't want to risk it. It's kind of an expensive thing.
It's expensive, but like once again, it's a stealth bomber. It ain't like it was a hurricane out there. You couldn't fly.
It probably like if it's pouring down rain, it's not as cool like trying to look up in the rain and see it, you know?
Yeah. Tomato, potato.
What kind of rain down there, Craig? Did you see before the game what it looked like?
It looked like a slop fest, dude.
I mean, I didn't see the game itself, but
they wouldn't even let the bands go on the field at halftime. Yeah, that sucks. Those bands, like they always, if you're a kid in the band, like you want to grow up, you want to go play at the Rose Bowl, walk the parade. And so I guess they got to do the parade or whatever. But it'd be cool. You want to get out there on the field at halftime and be able to do your little routine. And you couldn't even get on the field yesterday if you were the band. That's
I don't feel bad for them all. If that's what
I
you
mean, well, it's
aspire
whatever.
to in life, I mean,
Well, it sucks for them, but I don't give a shit about it. Holy
West Coast game, baby.
look at McAfee, dude. I didn't know it rained like that out there, dude. It's been raining a lot lately out there.
Yeah, they're right there on the coast, dude. When it rains, it fucking pours.
I've always heard it was always beautiful in Southern California.
I mean, it is, but they get water every now and then.
Mm,
Anywhere along the coast gets that. I mean, I grew up with that shit.
when they turn the weather machine up, I guess.
Yeah, when the government needs to water the lands.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Pat's
Those
just
people are going to have that much
the only
rain.
difference between there and where I grew up is at least there it's actually warm. Mine is just cold and wet.
That sucks, dude. I'm sorry. That's rough.
Buccaneers are 3-point favorites over the Panthers. It's home. It's in Tampa. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do in this. I'm probably just going to keep fading Trent. It's going pretty well for me this year.
I'm not doing any NFL picks this week. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'll tell y'all which way I'm leaning and everything. I'm not doing it. I've been saying it for a damn month. I'm not doing it. I'm going to put together myself a couple little $5 5-piece nugget parlays and stuff like that. Have a little fun. I'm not investing more than $25 in the NFL this week because that shit can kiss my whole ass.
Well, if you want to follow the pattern over like the last 9 weeks, the Panthers win a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game. So they lost last week. I want to take the Panthers if you want to follow that pattern. I don't see the Bucs blowing out the Panthers here because they haven't played well enough to do so of late. I think the Panthers are a great teaser leg.
I don't know what to tell you doing this one. I really don't. I'm biased. I think we're gonna get thumped. I think we suck. I'm a Buccaneers fan. Y'all that don't know,
just like my vision I had last week where I saw Chris Godwin for a touchdown score.
What'd you say? What is the vision?
Oh God, no way! First touchdown score. K. Dotton.
No,
I know you're gonna hate it, but I just saw it.
No.
Yep.
No. I ain't doing it. I won't do it. I'm already trying. I can feel my insides already turning, starting to lean toward betting that with you. I'm not fucking letting you talk me into that. Absolutely not. I will invest no more American currency on that fucking bum. I will not do it.
You remember what happened last time?
Just
a week ago in a Bucks game.
What? What did
you say?
Just
a week ago in a Bucks game. The same thing just came to me. So you better hope it's not Kate Otten or else this is getting clipped.
Y'all should totally bet that. Y'all should totally bet that. Anytime I'm this hard on a stance against something, it is for sure coming through. I can't stand that fucking guy.
IU doesn't qualify for rude fans till Ohio State turns respectful of IU. All right.
Indiana's a football team, man. 2.1.
Smalley's out 4 of them.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and they take I think 6 or 7 years to make or something like that. They take a long time to build.
2.1 billion. You could build a nice football stadium for a stealth bomber.
Build Jerry World.
Straight up. The new Titan Stadium, Mercedes-Benz Dome, all that shit.
I wonder if you ask Jerry Jones, you can have a B-2 bomber or your stadium. What are you taking?
But you can't fly it when it's partly cloudy.
Oh, he can do whatever he wants. He's Jerry Jones.
I'm talking about the stealth bomber. Apparently it costs $2.1 billion to make, but a little rainstorm will affect the flyover.
Oh, he'd do it. Yeah, I don't know what to do in this game. All the money's coming in on the Panthers. I think that's smart. I lean towards the Panthers winning this game.
I don't know, buddy. I don't know. I don't have a lot of confidence as a Buccaneers.
If you want to put your conspiracy cap on, you would bet the Bucks. Because
that's always on, so
you'd bet the Bucks because then the NFL, the Saints-Falcons game on Sunday would be meaningful. Which is what they would want.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's what you bet. I think you bet the Buccaneers to win this game and then bet the Falcons to win on Sunday just to screw us out of it.
Oh, I'm not saying that means the Falcons are going to win. I'm saying They just want the game to be meaningful, which it would be because you'd have all the Bucks and Panthers tuning into it.
No, I understand. I'm just telling you if that works out that way, I'm telling you what's going to happen in that game. I've seen these movies.
Yeah. Seahawks Niners, that's going to be the game tomorrow night. I'm excited for that one. 5 p.m. out here on the West Coast. Seahawks laying 1.5. This line flipped. It opened Niners 1.5 and flipped to Seattle minus 1.5. I think that's right. I understand why people are in Seattle here.
Brock Purdy can't keep playing as well as he's been playing.
It pisses me off, dude.
God, I fucking hate that guy.
No, you know what pisses me off? It's because he's played 9 games this season. If you take those 9 games, if you take his yardage, his QBR, all that stuff, he's like number 1 in the league. I would have just stayed healthy all season. I bought a ticket on him to win the MVP. He would be right up there.
Just out there looking like a 7th grade history teacher.
In his
body. That freaking guy. He got 10 touchdown passes the last 2 weeks. Or
I
10
know.
touchdowns. He got 10 touchdowns. He had 2 rushing touchdowns last week. So
Yeah.
I guess 8 touchdown passes. What the hell are we doing? He didn't have no George Kittle last week.
Yeah, I think Kittle's going to be in this game, though.
If Kittle can go, Kittle will be going for this one.
Yeah.
This is what you play football for right here, dude.
One thing they really got to worry about is Trent Williams. He was banged up last game. Hopefully he's back for this one. I want to see both these teams fully healthy going at it. This is for the 1 seed. This is what's exciting. There's a lot on the line. You know what sucks for the Niners? You're either going to be the 1 seed or the 6 seed.
Is the same thing with the Seahawks?
No, the Seahawks will be the 5. They have the tiebreaker over the Rams. Yeah, but I mean, still the same thing. But you'd rather be the 5 than the 6.
Yeah.
You're either hosting a playoff game after a bye or you're going to Philadelphia. That's what you get to do.
Golly, that's tough.
I will tell you this. If the Niners have to go to Philly first round, I like the Niners.
I feel like we've seen that movie before, too. I feel like they play bad every time they go there.
Yeah. Probably. Philly will probably find a way. He says he likes Seahawks to win by 10. Dude, I get it. I understand why everyone's on Seattle. They got a way better defense. But you got to remember, this is Sam Darnold in a big-time game.
Oh, hell, everybody ain't on Seattle, though. Looks like everybody on the Niners. And they put that line back through 0. Take the Seahawks, dude. They done move that thing for plus 1.5 against the money.
I refuse to bet the Seahawks. I already got to hear enough of my friends pounding their chest about them.
Well, at least if you got to listen to them, you might as well count your money. You stack your nickels high enough, it probably jingle jangle, and you won't have to hear them.
Seahawks been a good road team. It's going to be interesting, man.
Dude, I'm telling you that this is the Seahawks. The play is the Seahawks. Right now, I'm telling you, against that money, they moved that line back through 0. Seattle has been a great road team all year long. Seahawks is the play in this game. I don't
say this. If the Niners win, I think Shanahan should get Coach of the Year.
I'm not so sure he shouldn't get it anyway.
There's a good argument for it, and I love my guy, Vrabel. I do think Vrabel's worthy of being the favorite right now because nobody other than us delusional Pats fans really believed that the Pats could win the division.
Yeah, I mean, hell, even y'all didn't. You've been sitting there all year long like Steps was with his Colts. I mean, I guess Steps was warranted, but so it's only because Daniel Jones went down. But yeah, y'all been doubting this team all year long. Even the delusional fans couldn't have really believed this.
Because everyone wants to point out to our easy schedule, but I'm like, we still took the division from
Still
both.
won the game.
No one saw
Still
that.
won the games. Still had to go on the road. Still had to play NFL football. I'm tired of hearing about the schedule. Win the fucking games. The only thing you can do is control who's in front of you and what you do in that moment. And if you win the damn game, you won the damn game. I'm tired of hearing all that shit.
Grass guy. He says wait an hour before kickoff, and then let's see where the money's at, where the public comes in at.
I'm just saying that's a big move already against
the public is still waking up from New Year's hangover and betting college football yesterday, getting their teeth kicked in.
Exactly, and they're all going to hammer the fucking 49ers at home as a dog, feeling real good about it.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are going to come in on the Seahawks. I don't know. Once again, Niners a good teaser leg. I think I'm going to tease them today because if that line flips back to the to the Niners being favored, I'm going to tease Seattle up. Have both sides at plus 7.5.
Buck stops here, baby. It is over, bro. I think it is over. I don't feel good. You may feel the better team. Got them dad jokes. SD would appreciate that, some guy.
Some of the other games on Sunday, we'll get into more of them later, but let's talk about some of the meaningful games. Saints Falcons could be a big game. If the Bucks win, then the Panthers would need the Falcons to win the division. Falcons should be motivated. Apparently, when you tie like that, you're like all co-champs. I don't know how that works.
What?
I don't know. I hear everyone talking about how
if we're all tied for co-champs with records under 500, they ought to get us out of there. Every last fucking one of us. None of us deserve a shot. Bunch of bums, dude.
Yeah. Browns, Bengals don't mean anything. Cowboys, Giants don't mean anything. Colts, Texans mean something. Texans are 10-point favorites over the Colts. Riley Leonard is going to get the start. Texans win this and the Jaguars lose. Texans win the division, but the Jags are playing the Titans and they're 13-point favorites. So home favorites. So
boy, the Titans been scrappy though, dude.
They have.
They've been scrappy.
I think I like the Titans to cover that number.
Especially with the Jaguars team. It's like, I know I've been doubting them all year long too. I'm not saying they're not going to win the game, but I think it's going to be a little bit closer than people expect. I don't think they're just going to beat them like 38-3 or nothing. They're not going to Indiana them.
No, I think they're going to play real tight and get a lead and sit on it,
Right. Something like that. Cam Ward's going to be trying to Cam Ward might be a good spot for one of your 250-plus passing yards this week.
It's really a good game, too, where you take the Titans to score first.
Yeah. Okonkwo. First tutty.
Yeah.
That would be, yeah, for sure. Or what is that? Hell, they got a couple. That one guy, I can't ever remember his damn name. It's like Ayo Manor or something. I think he had 2 touchdowns last week for the Titans or whatever. The Titans got a bunch of guys I've never heard of, and they always be scoring touchdowns.
I think I'm going to take a couple of these big dogs, tease them up. I don't think there's going to be much of a blowout in some of these ones that people are expecting.
God, what could go wrong?
Vikings, Packers don't mean anything. Dolphins, Patriots win, and they're the 2 seed. Patriots win and the Broncos lose. They're the 1 seed, but Broncos are 12.5-point favorites over the Chargers, who are sitting Justin Herbert and some guys.
Yeah, they're sitting everybody. Yeah, I saw all that. Everybody, if any of them play, like Keenan Allen's points are projected like 4 points. Omarion Hampton's like 10. They'll probably play some of those guys like first drive or 2 and get them out of there. I mean, you ain't got no reason to. Especially against a team as good as the Broncos. You just screw up, get somebody hurt.
I'm torn on this one. I'll probably leave it alone. But like the Broncos don't ever get margin over anyone. They seem to just play down to their competition or up to their competition, whatever it is, right? It always seems to be closer than it should be. But I can't get out of my head last year, the Broncos. Granted, they were playing for something like to actually be in the playoffs. But the Chiefs sat all their starters and the Broncos won like 38-0.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. The Broncos might cover this spread if all the Chargers starters were starting. Really, they could. So I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I don't know. That's why I'm not betting any stupid ass games this weekend. They're like bowl games. You don't know who's playing. You don't know who's don't, opting out, and every damn thing else. Who's got something to play for? Who gives a shit? Who doesn't? I don't know. My Bills sending the Pats home in the wild card round. Let's go, Namath.
Listen,
about that? Here, tell them what you think about that. I'll be right back.
You're not coming into Foxborough and beating the Pats. All right. No one's came into Foxborough this season and beat the Pats twice yet. It ain't happening. I can't wait. I hope we get that matchup because we're ready. Because we got this guy named Drake May who would have made that throw last week that Josh Allen missed. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Chiefs Raiders mean nothing. I can't believe the Chiefs are laying 5.5 though. That seems ridiculous. It will be a good game. I'm excited for it. Except for I want to see it in the AFC Championship game. I don't want to see it first round. Jets Bills. Bills need a win, and if the Chargers lose, Bills will be the 6th seed. instead of the 7th seed. Commanders, Eagles. Eagles are sitting some of their guys, if I remember correctly. I think they're sitting some dudes. Eagles have a chance to get the 2 seed, but they're punting on it. Because if the Bears beat the Lions, which is a 3-point game, which is interesting, that line feels kind of low to me. I thought the Bears should be like right around 6. I guess we don't know exactly what the Bears are going to do, but I thought the Eagles would at least try to win the game. They still can, I guess, against the Commanders, but if the Eagles win and the Bears lose, the Eagles will be the 2 seed. Bears win, they're the 2 seed. Rams, Cardinals, Rams. Don't know what they're going to do yet. If they win, they're going to be the 5 seed. Actually, we'll know more tomorrow night because if Seattle loses, Seattle will be the 5 seed, and this game will mean nothing. If Seattle wins, then the Rams can win this game against the Cardinals, and then they'll be the 5 seed. So it just depends on how much they care about the 5 or 6 seed. And then obviously the Ravens Steelers, final game of the season for the AFC North title. Ravens 3.5-point favorites. It just feels like a spot to take the Steelers. At least catching 3.5 at home. Neither team looks great right now. But this feels like a Mike Tomlin game. Blues already put money on Eagles and Patriots facing each other. So here's what we have that actually matters, right? We'll run through all the different scenarios in case you guys haven't heard about them. Any news regarding Josh sitting due to the ankle? So far, from what my buddy, who's a huge Bills fan, said, they're going to play Josh. But just because they play Josh, it doesn't matter. We don't know how long they're going to play him. Could be a drive, so he keeps his start streak alive or whatever. I think if the Bills are smart, they would just punt on this game and say, screw it. They could probably win the game anyways without Josh Allen. They got Mitch Trubisky back there who is experienced. I'm not saying he's great, but he's experienced. And it's the freaking Jets. That would be hilarious if the Jets, who don't have an interception all season, don't get an interception against Mitch Trubisky.
Mitch Trubisky sucks.
Yeah, but he could still beat the Jets.
Yeah, we could beat the Jets.
I think they should sit Josh, but it sounds like Josh is going to start and at least play a drive, so we'll see. So we're going to run through the different scenarios for each of these playoff teams real quick. Broncos win, they're the 1 seed. New England wins, they're the 2 seed. With the Broncos loss, they'll be the 1 seed. Jacksonville is the 3 seed. If they win, they win the division title. If they lose and Houston wins, Houston wins the title. If Jacksonville wins and both the Patriots and Broncos lose, which is highly unlikely, Jacksonville will actually be the 1 seed. Isn't that crazy?
Madness.
Steelers Ravens will be the 4 seed. Like I said, Houston with a win, they're the 5 seed at worst. They could also jump up to the 3 seed if Jacksonville loses. Highly unlikely. Chargers win, they're the 6 seed. Chargers are sitting all their guys, though, so they're going to lose. So it really comes down to if Buffalo wins and the Chargers lose, Buffalo will be the 6 seed, and the Chargers will be the 7 seed. Which matters. I think Buffalo cares about it a little bit because I don't – as much as we're all excited for a rematch, the third game between New England and Buffalo, I think Buffalo would rather go play Jacksonville than go into Foxborough.
Well, yeah. I would think so. I mean, I don't know. Both them teams playing good football. I mean, if I got a choice to go to Jacksonville, Florida, or Foxborough in January, I mean, that seems pretty self-explanatory to me. Yeah.
So it pretty much looks like the standings are going to stay as they are based off of who's starting people. And, actually, Buffalo and Chargers are going to flip. So if it goes based off of how the betting markets are telling us these games are going to go, you're going to have Denver with a bye. It will be New England hosting the Chargers round 1, Jacksonville hosting Buffalo, and then the winner of the Steelers-Pittsburgh game hosting Houston. If
You
I'm
said
Houston,
Pittsburgh hosting Houston? Is that what you said?
Pittsburgh or Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
If I'm
Oh,
Houston,
yeah,
I'd rather go play Baltimore.
If I'm Houston, I wouldn't give a shit. I can beat either one of them damn teams.
Yeah, but at least you could play indoors against Baltimore, and you've already beat.
No, you can't. You keep thinking that. That is not indoors. That's like me in the damn Giant Stadium. Those are both outside.
That's the same. Basically,
It's not, I get it. Look, I 100% get it. I thought MetLife Stadium was indoors for at least 37 and a half years of my life. I just turned 38 the other day. Grass Guy informed me a couple months ago that MetLife Stadium is not indoors, never has been in our lives. Neither has Baltimore Stadium.
It's pretty much indoors. Either way, you don't want to go into Pittsburgh in January.
I can't imagine that Pittsburgh or Baltimore, either one would be very delightful in January.
Yeah, so that's looking like the matchup there. Here's the NFC gets interesting. So the winner of the Niners Seahawks game is going to be the 1 seed. We'll find that out tomorrow night. If the Niners win, the Rams aren't going to play anyone on Sunday because they're going to be locked into the 6 seed, and Seattle will be the 5 seed. If Seattle wins,
if the Niners win, they don't have to play anybody.
No, because they're going to be 6 seed.
Okay.
If the Niners win, if Seattle wins, then the Rams with a win over the Cardinals on Sunday would be the 5 seed, and Niners would be the 6 seed. Chicago with a win is a 2 seed. Philadelphia with a win is going to be the 3. Well, they're locked into the 3 seed unless Chicago loses. If Chicago loses and Philly wins, Philly will be the 2 seed. Carolina, Tampa Bay will be the 4 seed. Green Bay is locked into the 7 seed. So
Green Bay is locked in.
Green Bay can't. Yeah, they're locked into the 7 seed.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't realize they'd already qualified.
Yeah, they're not playing anyone this week. They only have 9 wins. They can't do anything.
Yeah, no. I mean, if you can't make any ground up or whatever, it'd be stupid to play anybody. It just would be foolish. Because I would much rather watch you play everybody in the meaningful game next week than get somebody hurt in this stupid thing where you can't gain anything.
Yeah, if everything holds pat, we're gonna get Packers in Chicago round 1, and then you really don't know. It really depends on tomorrow night of what we're gonna get. Who's gonna go to Philadelphia and who's gonna go to either Tampa or Carolina. So it's NFC is a lot more interesting than the AFC when it comes to seeding.
I'm telling you what, it don't matter. I don't think it matters which team from that NFC West goes down to the NFC South champion. I don't care. I think it matters where they go or who they play. They're going to thump both them teams.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Should be a fun week 18. I still can't believe the Bears are only 3-point favorites.
It's kind of crazy. We actually do have some games that mean something in this one.
Yeah, it's like it's weird because it's not like typical years where it's like this team needs to win and this team needs to lose to get in and whatnot. There's a couple of those obviously with the division.
And you know what?
It's all based off of seeding pretty much is what
the best game of the week is going to be between two teams that have zero chance of making the playoffs. Probably that Falcons Saints game.
Probably
the best game of the weekend.
It might not mean, yeah. It definitely might not mean anything though, because like I said, if Panthers win tomorrow night, they
dude, I'm kind of torn. Okay, I've got on that dynasty or on the fantasy team that I'm in the championship. I have Harold Fannin Jr. and I have Tyler Warren. Harold Fannin left the game last week, that groin injury. Don't know. He hadn't practiced yet, so don't know how he's going to be able to do. Tyler Warren got Riley Leonard throwing to him against that Texans defense. I am really, really considering – you can only have 2 tight ends in this league, by the way. And I'm really considering dropping one of those guys to pick up Michael Mayer for the Raiders. Good morning, Ghost. Because he had like 9 catches last week, and it don't really matter if it's Aiden O'Connell or Kenny Pickett. They're still going to look to throw to that guy. Brock Bowers ain't playing. Man, I think I might be relying on Michael Mayer to be the savior.
You might need to. The internet's undefeated, never lost.
What is this?
This is live footage of Georgia players last night leaving the Sugar Bowl.
Just right on the man. They've gotten better. That's exactly that. Yeah, actual footage. Actual footage.
I
love it.
It's too funny, man. Once again, if you're going to bet the NFL this weekend, do not bet on the incentives. Be careful.
He ain't gonna pay the ninja. He ain't gonna play this week.
Everyone's going to be looking at the incentives and saying, "Oh, we got to do it." Even if they do get the incentive, you're not going to get paid out what you should normally. If anything, if a guy needs like 8 catches for something, just bet his under. That's where the value is. Bet that he doesn't get there.
He ain't even get close.
Because his over under like should normally be like what 4.5. Let's say they're going to set that thing up at 7.5. Oh, they did.
They still score those. They still putting points up on them boys.
That's funny. That is funny.
Dude, I'm going to have such an island of misfit toys trying to win me a fantasy championship this weekend.
Texas Tech is 0-1 since this guy proposed.
Can't have nothing nice.
I love the internet.
We love Cooper, man.
Oh, man.
All right, man. I can't believe I'm going to do it.
What?
I'm going to pick up Michael Mayer.
Do it.
I'm going to. Man, let's see here. Let's see what you think. Michael Mayer or Jawan Johnson? That's where we're torn. I could get the little Tyler Shuck, Jawan Johnson stack. Mother shucker. But oh boy, did have damn 9 catches last week. Dude, I'm telling you, that's the look right there. That's his look when they stopped him on 4th down, and it never changed.
The caption to this said, "Me inspecting my car after my kid took it out last night."
Arched eyebrow. That's the expression when he sees DeBoer.
Look at him. Never even thought about cracking a smile, dude.
I don't know if this is true. I'm just taking a guess. I think Signetti was in the military at some point.
If he wasn't, he missed a real good shot. Missed a real good shot.
Oh,
okay,
man.
Fair enough, the Ninja. I like Harold Fannin Jr., man. I've been a fan of him. I watched that dude play at Bowling Green last year. Football player.
He's a football player. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Nothing would be better if Michael Mayer was the one to win it for me, too, because my buddy I'm playing is a Raiders fan.
We have some drama. Tom Brady was seen partying with 25-year-old model Alex Earle, who recently split from her longtime boyfriend and Brady's former teammate Braxton Berrios. Watch this, Craig. Watch this. Look at this. She rubbing his back?
Mm-hmm.
Better get her hand off Brady. Better get her hand off Brady. What's she doing? Who does she think she is?
What does she think she is? You better hope she better not do that around you.
I've been a fan longer than she's been alive. She didn't get touched on like that.
I've been a fan longer than she's been alive. That's true. Don't you touch Tom like that.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Oh, that's funny. I don't care who you are.
Oh my god. Let's see. Oh, what did he say? A quote from Signetti last night after the game. I think he's talking about his team. Maybe he's talking about Alabama. I think he's talking about Alabama. He says, "They've had a lot of smoke blown up there, you know what, for 2.5 weeks. So I I thought I had to rock their world and get their attention. I did my best job to do that.
Who said that?
Signetti.
Oh God. Fair enough. Man, take the gloves off, bro. I love it.
Lane Kiffin watching Ole Miss put on a show.
Whatever. I'm saying that people probably ain't that upset about it. That man's bank account gets bigger every time they win.
That's $100 bills, Craig.
Oh, I didn't see the $100 bills. Okay, yeah,
$100
fair enough. Okay, now I get it.
Have you not seen that movie, Zombieland?
I ain't seen that one.
Oh, you should watch Zombieland. It's a fun one.
Is that Woody Harrelson?
Mm-hmm.
I like Woody Harrelson now.
Got Woody Harrelson, and then the guy that plays Mark Zuckerberg in The Social Network, and Emma Stone.
Okay. That dude that plays Zuckerberg is a pretty good actor too.
And in that scene, he's in Bill Murray's house. Bill Murray's in the movie too.
Oh, dang. All-star cast, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
The internet. Georgia fans watching Kirby Smart go for it on 4th down from their own 33-yard line.
Who's that?
11 from Stranger Things.
Okay. I thought this might be a Stranger Things
It
thing.
was like from the season finale, I think.
Okay.
Just,
fair enough. I don't watch a lot of movies, Grass Guy.
Oh my God.
I ain't never been a big movie guy. I watch them shows, man. Like I said, you want me to sit down for 2.5 hours at one sitting? That's too much. I need you to break it up into 10 episodes of 42-minute episodes, and I'll watch that whole thing in like 2 days. You tell me it's 2.5 hours long, I'm like, no way. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shoot, I pulled that up, not even realizing what might be in the comments. My bad. My bad.
The comment section's always interesting.
The best quote from Signetti was after the Ohio State win a month ago when he said, "I win, Google me."
I agree. That's one of the ultimate mic drop moments.
We should just put his face of that stare that we just showed and then that quote.
Yeah. 100%. Just make it our background. Where that looks looking right through the middle between both of us.
What do you mean short attention span, Grass Guy? I'm always dialed in. I never bounce around.
I'm ADD as shit.
Schedule on this show.
I'm ADD as shit. Squirrels. Twitter is not. No, absolutely not. Ask Grass Guy.
Once you realize everything on Twitter is not real, you'll enjoy it a whole lot more.
Yeah, man.
It's all fake.
Yeah. Grass Guy loves it, dude.
She was a minor 7 years ago. Well, yeah. She got older.
She got older.
That's how it works.
Science.
Facts.
The maths.
I don't think. Is there anything else you got?
Oh, nope. I reckon we'll go over to Creek's Corner, hang out with Grass Guy. He told me he messaged me last night and asked, we were doing the show this morning. I said, man, it's up to you, really. I said, it ain't a big deal if we got to miss it. If you got something going on, he's like, no, I'm looking forward to it. So I guess I'm going to get in here and give Grass Guy his soapbox and let him stand up there and tell us about what he wants to say, man.
I'm sure we're in for a treat.
Always worth the price of admission.
I didn't realize that we could have ended this earlier. I didn't realize you guys had a show today.
No, dude, I literally, even talking about it on the show yesterday morning, I spent all day yesterday thinking it was Saturday. All day long. And then Grass Guy texted me last night. He's like, we're doing a show. And I was like, no, we're not doing a fucking show. It's Sunday. And I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, I guess we will, man. Damn. For the people.
Yeah, we get like 2 Fridays this week, man.
Dude, we've had 3 Thanksgivings this year. Because Christmas and New Year's have all been on Thursday and stuff. It's like you have a weekend leading up, and then you just have another weekend right behind it, man. That's right. That's right.
Oh, man. Well, let's get on over there. Let's raid Crick's Corner, ladies and gentlemen. This should be fun.
All right. We'll chat. Y'all have a good day. I'll see you Sunday morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
For the Wise Guy Roundtable. I need about 2 minutes. I'll get this thing cranked up. So y'all hang out for just a second. Let me get that situated. But be safe today, sir. I'll see you Sunday.
I'll see you Sunday. Have a good weekend.
All right, you too, brother. Chat. Love y'all. Have a good day. Good weekend. All that.
What up, the Ninja? He says, I love Grass Guy. He makes me laugh. Well, then you better head on over here because you can get a full dose of Grass Guy this morning. Booyah. We're raiding it. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button right there. Get a little repost over here on the Rumble side of things so people know to get in here. Show's about to begin. Grass Guy hates. He'll probably bitch about this. He hates when I rate it before they start the show. But here we are. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. What do we got? What else do I got going? I think I have one contest bracket that's looking pretty good. Let me see. Oh, where are you? It's not that one, so it must be over here. I think I have one where I have Oregon winning the whole thing. Should be kind of cool if that's the case. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, I didn't finish my bracket, did I? What? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, dude, I'm alive in this one. I've got Oregon over Ole Miss. Let's go. That's what I'm going to be rooting for. Oregon over Ole Miss. Shit. We're live, boys. We're live. Speaking of live, everyone's live over on Crick's Corner. Go check it out. I don't know time for show tomorrow, whether it be in the afternoon or in the morning. I have no idea. I still forget it's Friday. But at some point, either today or tomorrow, we also will be doing a little Rumble Premium. So if you're over on Rumble, we'll be doing a premium show at some point. Come check it out. If you're not over on Rumble, come join Rumble Game On Show. So you can get all the extra premium content. Anyways, hope you guys have a good Friday. I'm exhausted. I'll be back whenever I'm back. But until then, good luck, good gambling, and game on.